What's up, guys? Matt from Leads for Locals, and I just want to give an update to a campaign breakdown we did a few days ago. It was in my last video, and it was for my client that does the grant funding and grant proposal business. And there was a few metrics that I wasn't really too happy with, and that's why I wanted to create an update just to show you the progress that we've made since then. It's been absolutely fantastic as far as from a lead generation standpoint. Really good results. So I want to kind of compare the numbers, the metrics that we had before and where they're at now. So at the time of the last video, we were at 14 leads. We're at 34, and it's been I think it's been a little over a week now, a week and a half max. I think 34 leads, $10 a day, just fantastic, right? I mean, just absolutely phenomenal results. We were at $2.70 per lead, which we've been kind of dancing between $2.50 and $3.25 ish. We're at $2.46 per lead right now, which is just ridiculous. I mean, because she can make anywhere, at a minimum $1,500 and up is the minimum. So when it comes to numbers, guys, in business, like in your business, like, would it make sense to pay $2.50? Would it make sense to pay $5 per lead, right? And if you say yes, these types of ads on Facebook could do really good for your business. So as we move along, you can see we haven't even spent $100 yet, and we've only spent $83 on the successful campaign. I stopped this other one. You can see why I stopped it in the last video. It was not performing well at all, which is why you really need to pay attention. So two things: pay attention to your ads as they're running, and also split testing, okay, which I talked about in the last video. So check that one out to get kind of the details on that. But also from my last video, we were at a relevance score of 4. We're at 7. I mean, it's just ridiculous. And this was the biggest part for me. This has made a huge difference in our lead costs and costs in general. Because so what I've experienced so far is, since I started doing Facebook ads, is typically the relevance score, as you get more engagement, you'll go up 1 or 2 numbers. So if you start at a 5, you might get to a 6, 7 at the most. We've only been doing this a week and a half, and we've gone from 4 to 7 on our relevance score. Just huge. And this really, so normally you want, like, starting at a relevance score of 4 is bad. Like that is not good at all. And I was surprised, if you watched my last video on this campaign, I was surprised because I felt like we were putting the right message in front of the right people, but apparently Facebook didn't. So they give us a really low relevance score. But as the engagement continued to happen, that's what really drives the relevance score up, because now we're telling Facebook that, yeah, actually our ad is relevant to our audience, and they reward us for that. So while you should pay attention to the relevance score, if you're generating leads at a really low cost and you're getting good engagement on your ads, just hang in there and just give it time to start to improve. If it doesn't, then you need to make some adjustments. But typically, if you're getting the leads and the engagement, your relevance score is going to go up, because ours is almost doubled in just a few days. Like it hasn't been that long at all. And I'm going to drag myself over here so I can see these metrics a little better. CPM, I think at the time of the recording it was like $45. We're at $32 now. And that comes from having a better relevance score. So that's why it's so important to have the right messaging, the right offer, and the right audience, because you're going to get more engagement from that, which gives you a better relevance score, which Facebook rewards you for in a lower CPM cost. So that's what we have right now. Our conversion rate is phenomenal. We're still up, so we have 34 leads, 60 link clicks, so we're above a 50% conversion rate on all of our leads. Pretty good. Our link click cost, I don't think that's changed much. Click-through rate is overall has gone down a little bit, but what I do want to show you, I don't remember the exact number of shares on the last video. I know it was pretty good. I think it was like 14, 15. We're at, let's see, yeah. So we have 20 likes, 21 shares. I mean, that's pretty good. That's a really good indication. Like when you're starting to get the shares and the reactions, comments, things like that, that's how you know you have a really good, just a really good campaign. Like your messaging, your audience, your offer, everything is in alignment. Because if it wasn't, why would people be sharing it and reacting to it, taking the time to fill out their information and things like that? So that's a really good indication that you have a solid campaign. So let's see. That's about it. I know that we've been working on the sales process for these leads. So a question I get oftentimes is, oh man, you're great. You got all these leads, but what's happening with those leads? And it really depends on the sales process. I'm going to be making another video on another campaign that I'm working on that's doing really well, and I'm personally actually following up with the leads, so I know they work. But sometimes if a business may or may not have the right sales process in place, that can affect whether or not the leads are, do they lead to any revenue at all. So far, from the communication that I've had with the sales team, there's been appointments made. I don't know that there's been any sales made yet because we just put that process in place. But nonetheless, the leads are coming in, which is pretty much the lifeblood of any business. So if you can get the leads coming in, that's a really important part. You can start to refine your sales process from there, maybe new salespeople or whatever it is, and start to close them. But getting the leads in the first place, that's a really big part of the business, and you're going to see that. I'm going to talk about that in my next campaign breakdown. So that's it for this video. Awesome results. I'm going to put a link in the description box, either somewhere in this video, maybe in the description below, whatever. If you want to set an appointment with me, if you want to get similar results in your business like this, set an appointment, and we'll see what we can do for you. Take care. Talk to you soon.